Members of the tribe of the Cub Scouts, I am Kitawa. I am the storyteller. Our great chief of Caleb has heard good things of this pack. He has heard that some of you have reached the end of the Cub Scout trail and are ready to receive the arrow of light, the highest rank of the Cub Scout. We are the warriors of the clan of the Cub Scouts. Our clan is that of the Webelos. The sign of our clan is the arrow of light. We are the arrow's keeper, its guardian. It is our job to see that only scouts who are truly worthy and deserving of the honor ever receive it. So I call upon the shaman to now explain to all the meaning and purpose behind the arrow of light.
When you look upon a scout who wears the golden arrow, the arrow points to your right, a sign to you that this scout is headed in the right direction. The shaft of the arrow is straight and true, as is the path of the scout. Above the arrow shines the sun. It warms his heart, and it lights his path. The sun has 7 rays, which stand for the 7 days of a week, a sign to you that this scout is always on his path. The 7 rays also stand for the 7 duties of the scout, of which Mateo will speak more of in a moment. The Arrow of Light badge is so important to the scouting program that it is the only badge you may wear upon your Boy Scout uniform that you earned as a Cub Scout. It is the only badge an adult leader may wear upon their uniform that they earned as a Cub Scout. The only badge of more importance in all of scouting is, of course, that of the Eagle, the ultimate goal of all scouts. Now, Mateo will tell us of the 7 duties.
The 7 duties of the scout live in your scout promise, in your scout law. They are meant to be a guide for you, a guide down the path to the arrow of light and beyond. I call upon you, scouts, to now close your mind to the outside world around you, to listen carefully to my words. And as the flames are lit upon these candles, may the meaning of my words be burnt into your hearts so that you can call upon the 7 duties whenever you need them. The first duty of the scout you have a duty to do your best, and you must always do your best. Accept the challenge. Give it your all. Never quit. Never cheat. Never take a shortcut. And most importantly, never give up on yourselves. Everyone who encounters you in your life will expect to receive one thing from you, and that is your very best. As a scout, they should never receive any least. The second duty of the scout you have a duty to be prepared. And how, you might ask, can I possibly carry everything with me in life that I would need for any situation that I may come upon? The answer is this. You must first gain knowledge and never stop learning. You must learn to control your mind over your body. For if you can remain calm and in control of yourself when times get anxious and excited, you will be able to look around you and find the things that you've learned about that will help you with the situation that you're in. This is how a scout is truly prepared. The third duty of the scout. You have a duty to God. You must worship God in the teachings of your faith and family. Give God praise and thanks daily. And do not forget to thank Him for the gift of scouting. In your promise, you have a duty to God. And in your law, a scout is reverent. And one of the meanings to this is that you will not make fun of, put down, or harm another just because their religious beliefs are different than your own. The fourth duty of the scout. We have a duty to our country. And we are most fortunate indeed to live in the United States where we are truly free. For scouting can only exist in the true free countries of the world. Wear the flag upon your uniform with pride. Fly it from your homes. Obey the laws of your country and be a loyal and patriotic citizen. Never forget those who have gone ahead of you in life and have sacrificed greatly, some with the ultimate sacrifice, so that we can have the rights and freedoms we enjoy today, including scouting. Always ask of yourself, what can I do to help the country? Not what can the country do to help me. The fifth duty of the scout. You have a duty to your family. You will not always agree with what your parents tell you. But I tell you this, you must listen to your parents. Follow their instructions and do as they say. For their interest is you. They want you to grow to be a good, strong person. They want you to be safe. If you have brothers and sisters at home, try to get along with them. Try not to fight. And when you're given a chore to do at home, do it with being asked but one time. Without question, without argument, and without the expectation of a reward. For you must learn to be a loyal and faithful member of your family. You have other families in your life. You have a family in this pack. Your schools, your churches, your community. As a scout, you promise to give service to others freely and willingly. The sixth duty of the scout. You have a duty to yourself. And as I said before, never stop learning. Study hard in school and do your best to get good grades. Read something every day. It does not matter what you read, for just the act of reading itself will help keep your mind healthy and strong. Stay away from those things that will do your mind and body harm. Eat foods that are truly good for you. Do not just lay about the house. Get outside. Run and play. Build a strong body. You already know in your life what is right and what is wrong. And it takes a brave scout to tell his friends that he will not do something that he knows is wrong. For a scout is physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. The seventh duty of the scout. You have a duty to Mother Earth. She's the only one we have. You must learn to take care of her, to conserve her, to protect her, to heal the scars that man has put upon her over the centuries. In scouting, you will learn to go out into the fields and meadows, into the woods, up into the mountains, down to the shores and streams. You will learn to recognize nature, to appreciate nature, and how to interact with nature. And on the journey, you will learn two lessons: to leave only footprints and to take only memories, so that those traveling the trail of life behind you will have these same great gifts to enjoy. These are the 7 duties of the scout. The next time you recite your scout law and your scout oath, listen carefully to your own words. You will hear the 7 duties. Shaman, send the warriors out amongst this group. Have them look into these scouts' eyes and bring to you those who they find truly worthy and deserving of our honor, the arrow of light. Using your mind's eye, look into the scout's heart. Do you agree with this? Hang upon the cheek the golden arrow and send them to me.
Go out amongst this group and bring to me those you find worthy and deserving. Is he worthy?
He is.
Is he deserving?
Yes.
Is this scout worthy?
He is.
Is he deserving?
Yes.
Is he worthy?
He is.
Have you brought to me those you have found worthy and deserving?
Yes.
Tell me, have the warriors searched well?
They have.
Have they brought all to you, who they found worthy and deserving of our honor, the era of life? Have you looked into these scouts' hearts and agreed with this, painted upon the cheek the golden arrow, and sent them all to me?
I have.
Well, the den leader and the cub master of these scouts join me in my council. I ask you, these scouts, and these scouts, they have always been loyal scouts. In your hearts, do you believe that these scouts are truly worthy and deserving of our honor, the Arrow of Light?
I do.
Have these scouts met all the requirements set forth by the Boy Scouts of America for the rank of Arrow of Light?
They have.
You boys have been found worthy and deserving of the Arrow of Light by your den leader, your cub master, the Boy Scouts of America, and the warriors of the clan. So we have painted upon your cheeks a golden arrow, the sign of the clan, a sign to all you present tonight that these scouts have indeed earned the Arrow of Light and that they are well on their scouting trail. It is also a sign to you that these scouts are in full membership of the clan of the Cub Scout, that of the Webelos Scout, and they have earned the right to wear the arrow upon the cheek. But this will come off tonight when they go home. So we call upon the pack to now present these boys with their Arrow of Light badge that they will wear upon their uniform for the rest of their time there in scouting. Let's give a hand to these Arrow of Light recipients. You have heard me say tonight that the Arrow of Light is the end of the Cub Scout Trail. But it is much more, for it is the first step of the Boy Scout Trail, the Trail of the Eagle, the ultimate goal of all Scouts. So we call the Boy Scouts who are here tonight to receive these boys into their troop, to join on the left of my council, and for the parents to come and stand behind your son as you will stand behind him on his scouting trail. And you boys have heard me say that the 7 duties of the Scout live within your Scout promise. So pass your arrow plaques to the parents. I call upon you now to raise your sign in the Boy Scout sign, to recite aloud for all present to hear your Boy Scout promise. Listen carefully to your own words, and you will hear the 7 duties. Scout sign. Boy Scout sign. I'm sorry. Straight up and straight up. On your way.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help others at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Boy Scouts, you have heard their promise, or it is your promise. It's the promise of the Trail to the Eagle. As these scouts come and join your troops, and they stumble and fall upon this trail, will you pick them up and put them back on the trail? Will you teach them the skills of the scout? Will you help to build them into strong, loyal scouts? And will you help to advance them down the trail to the rank of Eagle? Parents, you have heard your son's promise. It is a good promise. It is a strong promise. It's a promise of life, for if he can live his promise all the days of his life, even well beyond his time in scouting, he will grow to be a good, strong man that many will be proud of. You've heard the promise of the Boy Scouts. They will teach them the skills of the scout and advance them on the scouting trail. Will you support your sons on this trail? Your involvement with his advancement changes at this time. You will no longer directly work on his advancement, for it is their job to teach the skills and advance the scout. But the troops will call upon you for help. They'll need help running the troop, running activities, and getting to and from places. As the troops call upon you for help and you can give it, will you? Carson, with your family, cross into the Boy Scouts. Aiden, with your family, cross into the Boy Scouts. Aiden, with your family, cross into the Boy Scouts. Hunter, with your family, cross into the Boy Scouts. trail with your family, cross into the Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts and parents, you may return to your places while the 5 new Boy Scouts return to my console. Let's give a hand to these new Boy Scouts. Thank you. You are Cub Scouts no more, for you have taken the first step of the Boy Scout trail, the trail of the eagle, a difficult trail, a challenging trail. But it's rightfully so, and as it should be. If you can live the 7 duties of the Scout, if you can keep to your Scout promise, and if you can follow the instruction of your Boy Scout troop, your trail will be made easier for you. It is said that only 1 in 22 Scouts today will ever achieve the rank of Eagle. The Eagle Scout rank is the only youth organization award in our country that is recognized by all levels of government, all branches of the military service, and most social and civil organizations. It is that important. It has that much strength to it. It is worth earning. It's also said, once you are an Eagle Scout, you are always an Eagle Scout. So we call upon all the Eagles who are here tonight with us to join in a place of honor, the center of my console. This is a sign to you that the trail is not impossible, that it can be accomplished. Let's give a hand to all these Eagle Scouts. Eagles, you may return to your places. With the 7 duties of the Scout alive in your hearts, I start you now on your scouting trail. Go now and join your troop. Will the Cub Master join me in my console? We shall return now, and we will tell them of what we've seen here tonight, of the honor that was given for the future of the pack. We will let them know that the 7 duties are alive and well and being taught. Perhaps one day He'll send us back to recognize more of these Scouts with the arrow of light and move them into the Boy Scouting program.
Thank you, everyone, for attending tonight. Watch the Webelos Crossover. Just one really quick announcement, because this night's about them, really not about, I don't want to do too many announcements on the pack level. Excuse me. Just please keep an eye out for emails about the camp out. It's coming on fast. We're going to have some downtime with spring break. We are going to try to do the district camp out, so that's all I'll say about that. The team is going to be out back for pictures, and we want some photograph with the team, and also picture opportunities with the 2 cakes, the crossover cakes. I think they're pretty cool if you guys want to check those out. And of course, there's cupcakes for refreshments, so you're welcome, kiddos. But anyway, thank you, everybody. Next week's a normal den meeting, and we'll close right now. Thank you.